first video in my series that's going to be chronicling my training block for the 2023 Houston Marathon. So I just finished my training block for the 70.3 in Waco, and now it's fully marathon season. I'll be focusing on running for the next 3 or so months. My goal is to set a 20-minute PR, so my current marathon PR is 3:20, hoping to lower that to 3 or hopefully under 3 hours and potentially qualify for Boston. So if you're trying to train for a marathon or maybe just running in general, or you're a triathlete, then you should follow along and hopefully you can learn something, take something away from this. So this first week, my long run was 8 miles, which might seem a little short, but I am just coming off of that 70.3, which is literally 7 days before this run, and so I'm still recovering. Then on Tuesday, I had a track session, which was a descending ladder workout, so it was like 1,200, 1,800, all the way down till we hit 100 meters. I was actually pretty shocked by how quick I was able to go, considering how fatigued my legs are. And then Wednesday and Thursday, I actually missed my bike and swim workouts because I was fairly stressed and up late at night studying for an exam, so I was really unable to do those workouts. And I was kind of beating myself up, but considering I'm 6 months away from my next triathlon, it's not the biggest deal in the world to miss one bike and one swim workout. Then on Friday, I had a treadmill run.
We're heading to the treadmill because it's pouring rain out, but we haven't run in quite a while and we have a race on Sunday.
I was sick.
Yeah, she had COVID last week, but we're all better.
I was feeling really good during it. My legs were starting to feel fresh. Then on Saturday, I had a shakeout run, just 5K around the park with my friend who's also running the half. That brings us to Sunday, which was race day. So I had a late morning. Actually ended up getting to the race, getting to the start line with literally seconds to spare. I had to hop the fence to get in my corral, but I made it on time. It was pretty nice because my run club is the club that puts on this race, so they had their own tent for the run club where we could keep our bags. They also had a private porta potty, which came in pretty handy. So got to the start line, the gun went off. I was right next to the 1:30 pace group, which was my goal pace. My old PR was 1:32, so I was hoping to hopefully take some time off that, go under 90 minutes. I felt good, like my heart and my lungs felt good, but my legs were definitely still tired, feeling pretty weak and strained. Towards the end, it was tough, but I maintained the pace, and actually in the last 5K, I had this surge of energy, so the last 5K actually felt pretty good. They changed the courses here to 2 loops, which is not that big of a deal. The second loop, we were passing a lot of slower runners, which, required weaving in and out, so that definitely wasted a little energy. The bigger problem is I am 99% sure that they actually mismeasured the course, and it was about a half mile long, because it's completely normal for in a race your GPS to show like 0.1, 0.2 miles off, but I came in at 13.6, which I think is excessive. The pacers were off too. They thought we had 30 seconds in the bank. They came in at 1:33, and then after the race I actually found a picture of the certification map, and the start line is actually in the wrong place. So in the certification map, it's in front of the finish line, but in reality, it was about a quarter mile behind the finish line. So that definitely is extra distance, and that kind of explains why it was long. I'm disappointed that my official time was not a PR, but at the end of the day, I had the fitness to run 6:47 per mile. That was 2 weeks after 70.3, so that gives me the confidence that I'm actually building fitness, and makes me optimistic for breaking 3 hours in the marathon. And to some of you, that might seem really fast. Some that might seem slow, but for me, it's actually a step in the right direction. So I'm pretty happy with that race. For this next week, just going to continue to build run volume, And I'm also going to add in more cycling and swimming, kind of bring it back in. I really want to work on my swim fitness during this time between now and my next triathlon. But I'm going to keep the intensity really low because I want to avoid injury at all costs. Adding more run volume puts you at a way higher risk of injury, so I'd really like to avoid that going into this marathon training cycle. And my next race on the calendar is the Houston Masters Association 25K in 3 weeks or so. And my goal is to hold that same pace as I did for the half, so I can sort of like extend the pace or extend the time that I'm able to hold that pace. So hopefully by the time I get to January, I can hold it for an entire marathon. So thank you for watching, and I look forward to making more videos documenting this journey as I move towards the Houston Marathon.